so long.
You're live.
Ah, hello. Greetings, humans. I need a thumbs up, please, pretty please. Sugar on top for sound. Sound as the sound is good. Please telling me.
What accent is that?
I think that's like a really bad Schwarzenegger accent. Is it working? Is there anybody on?
Good morning, folks. Marco Barrow, good afternoon from sunny Netherlands.
Morning,
So it's
afternoon,
there.
Marco. Is Polo with you?
Everybody says it's good.
How's the lighting?
The lighting's good, but you got a few shadows, but it's not
Where?
bad.
Where's the shadow?
It's like in the back, on the back wall.
This back wall?
Other back wall.
This back wall.
Yeah.
Where are the shadows?
It's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect, right, people?
I don't see. It has to be perfect. All right.
Hey, Joey.
Hey, good morning, Joey. How are you?
Good morning, D Velt.
Is that supposed to be like spelt?
Good morning to the best family out there. You can pick your nose and you can pick your butt. So I picked this family to be a part of, from John White.
Yeah, as long as you're not picking my nose or my fanny, we're good to go.
Oh, Josh L, 99.99 brunch.
Coming
Thank you, Josh.
straight out of the gate,
That's
Lindsay.
so sweet.
Lindsay scores. Ooh, let me ask you something, Josh. Do you want to be known as that's sweet or damn dude, thanks?
Sorry.
I've always wondered. I just am curious. Because it's different for some people. Yes, I am making...
I can't see the shadow with your big head. No way.
Exactly, right? I'll just get closer to the thing. Yes, I'm making coffee early.
Because Tim's already been working all morning.
I've been working since, like...
If you're a patron, you may have seen the video. He's out there wiring up shop.
Yeah, so we have two shops. The existing shop where everything's... Well, that's kind of not exactly where everything started. The forge is in the lean-to, but it's not in the video that's on Patreon. But that's where it all technically started, was in a forge that's in a lean-to that's next to our barn. And then we went... I moved into my wood shop. Actually, that's my metalworking shop. I moved into there because sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at one time. My little sparker on my jet boil quit working, so now I gotta...
Marco Barrow, what steel is the blade of your Raider, Tim?
80 CRV.
Hey, Tim, what's your favorite blade shape and why? From Brent.
I'm a drop point guy for the most part. Because they're tough. That's why. Does that answer it for
Hunter,
you?
You don't have coffee in your house? You cannot be serious.
I guess I need to bring Hunter on payroll.
Literally, that would never happen to me.
Hell
I'm too
no.
much of an addict.
Yeah, and there's
when
also...
the power goes out, I'm panicking. Like, oh my gosh, how am I going to have my coffee?
That's our biggest concern. No shit. Like, that's a true story. Whatever you do for preparations, make sure that you have my coffee squared away. That's what she tells me. That ain't no lie.
Yeah, like however we can do it without power, without grid, whatever.
You'll freeze, you know. Don't be...
Oh, okay, Hunter. That's better. It's actually better if you're not addicted to any substance.
Whatever, dude.
Well, he said he's not typically a coffee person.
Whatever.
He has to do it because he wakes up early for us.
Can't be in the club anymore.
DW, D Velt is pronounced Velte. Velte? Is that right?
So the D is silent?
I don't know. I guess. Velte.
It's pretty cool. It's a French origin. It probably makes
Ray
sense.
Johnson never had coffee. Good for you. Don't ever do it.
You're missing out, Ray.
No, don't ever do it because then you'll be addicted.
You just got to do some dumb stuff in life, and that's one of them that you need to do.
When should we expect more of the crazy Cerakotes and Kydex from Lane Hall?
I mean, the Kydex was just kind of a, hey, this is laying around. Look how neat it is.
Red Bull addict here, not coffee unless it's cold. Man, Red Bull is so tasty, but gosh, it makes me jittery.
Yeah. Can't handle that crap.
It'll keep me up all night.
Like, even having it in the morning will keep her up all night. No lie.
Yeah, Matthew. Needing caffeine to feel normal does suck, honestly. Yep, it does. I'm pretty much dead until I've had coffee.
Yeah, that's a true story.
Don't even talk to me until I've had my coffee.
Oh yeah.
Go away, Tim.
Look,
Until I've had my coffee.
she's not exaggerating.
Agent 001 looked awesome. Yes, thank you. So excited about that blade.
Yeah, man, I freaking love it. Once I'm done being lesser than all of you people that think you're better than me because you don't drink coffee, then I'm about to cook this cat if he bumps into me while I'm doing this. There should be an easier way to make Israeli style coffee or mud coffee than a jet boil at home. It's just not as fast on the freaking stovetop.
Did we get the black G10 in for the Night Stalkers?
Hold on, it's loud as hell. It's not like a jet boil.
Hey, Chad, they shipped. I know yours shipped because it looked really cool. Chad had that orange. It was like orange with black screws and a black, I think, ringless FL emblem. Yeah, it shipped.
This is like the most tedious
I
thing
did it yesterday.
ever.
What temp do you walk cat at? Walk cat.
Yeah, I hear the word cat.
Dang, I have 3 knives on order and I thought I was done until I saw the Agent 001.
Sorry, guys. The agent's been in the works for a minute.
Is the CW Special Edition knife going to be for sale soon, Tim?
Depends. I mean, we haven't, like, officially launched that.
Okay, y'all can't hear me? It says can barely hear CW. Is my mic turned down?
Is it on at all?
Oh, they're saying sound is off.
Oh, really? On
Yeah.
both sides? I see.
Sound off? Is
Yeah.
it off still?
I don't know. I have no idea.
How's it look? Is everything hooked up?
Yeah, I can see it on the thing, but doesn't mean it's working.
Okay, it says they can hear us. Let us know if you can't hear us.
If somebody,
Am I loud and clear also, or just Tim?
I see yours on the thing because the thing is facing me, the little indicator. Say something.
Yeah? I'm saying something.
Huh? I see.
Maybe the jet boil was interfering. from
Probably.
the gun. Good now from Hunter. Okay.
Yep. Stupid coffee problems. This is why you guys don't drink coffee, because you're not dumb. I guess I'll just use this. Oh,
you
I'm
feel it?
so glad that was empty because that fell onto the keyboard of my computer.
Oh my gosh. So what's up for today, honey?
I mean, I'm already
On this
exhausted
live
from
agenda?
2 days of working on the shop and digging, 175 feet of trench.
Fish wrench, $20. Thank you for being awesome and the great deal on my backpacks.
Thanks,
You're welcome.
fish.
Did you get them yet?
Maybe.
Tim loves those bags.
I freaking love them. What is wrong with that child up there?
Who?
Caitlin?
What'd
I
she
heard her
do?
screaming bloody murder.
I didn't even hear her.
You don't hear that?
Hey, Tim.
Hey,
How is the piranha sheath coming up?
it's just really annoying. That's how it's coming. It should be done and should have been done when they should be shipped, and they're just sitting on the freaking shelf.
They're all built.
Ugh, I don't
Waiting
even-
on our sheaths.
Man, it's annoying. It's very, very annoying. Only not you, the sheath. The sheath is annoying. Let's do this. Are you having any of this, lady? Hey, Siri,
Maybe if I get tired.
set a timer for 5 minutes. Let me get this thing.
5 minutes, counting down.
Thanks, you.
Mr. Ed, trenching is no joke by hand.
Well,
Sure thing.
Siri is weird. I said, thanks, you Irish bastard. And he said, sure thing. This is going to go here. You want to put this
Scott
here?
Anderson, I didn't send your backpack yet, but we can. I think yours is on the order with your combatant. Or unless you ordered another one separately, but I can send
You guys just have to join me.
whatever you've got on that order separate,
Coffee,
and then
right.
your blade when it's ready.
We'll put this
Let us
one
know if you
on the
want.
workbench.
I think you had suspenders or something too.
Yeah, I think she's terrorizing.
Okay, honey, black candles for Night Stalkers. Did we get those in from Casey Curtis? Thought we got those.
Thought so too. I need to look. We get so many
Don't
shipments.
touch right hip. It's showing from Stephen Clayton.
Is that not allowed? Can you not show it?
Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, they're sorry. I don't even have a firearm on me. I don't even own any. While these in the background are. Hey, did you get your
Chad says
stuff?
he wants a new shop tour.
The new shop is, well, it has power and water now as of yesterday. It's really cool because
What were you asking me? You said, did I get my new what?
Oh, I was asking Clayton
Oh,
if he got
the
his
stuff we
package.
shipped him. Has anyone looked into translucent Kydex?
No, I've seen it done and found it weird.
Gun mats from Ray Johnson.
We have
You
them.
know what? I was telling Tim the other day, let's offer those to Patreon because we don't have a whole bunch.
Yeah, I think we have like 20 something of each
So
flavor. I opted to have Lee just do the black flag one with the TKL knives and the woodland camo, but we'll have them. It's just, there's a lot going on. There's the new website is like this city close to being done. We're doing final checks on that. And then there's all the blades coming out. And then there's Agent 1 stuff. Just a lot of crap. I've been waking up with headaches for 3 days in a row. I'm guessing that's not your problem, but it could be. Probably allergies, right?
So we have a monitor back here, so hopefully Tim doesn't stare at it because then his eyes will be looking over here.
Well, they can't see you.
I know, but they can hear me.
It's only because I'm always showing knives and stuff on the thing, and she's like, go left, up, down. So I figured if that way I can hold stuff up and be like, hey, look at this, and then I can just glance and make sure it's
And
in
you
the
were
right spot.
saying that those things are awesome. They keep it cold for
Oh, yeah. Mistold makes these too. So this one is branded. He did this for me unofficially, but this thing freaking works. It works really good, shockingly well.
You want to give one away with our gun mat giveaway?
Yeah, I got
Drink
extra.
water, change your socks, Devil Dog from Carl Ballesteros.
Yeah, dog, you got it. Yeah, I tell C-Dub all the time, that's like religion in the Marine Corps. Freaking taking care of your feet. Why is my phone making noise?
Because somebody texted you.
But it usually goes to my watch.
FLN ...
Let's see. So the black ones we're sharpening still, and the others are at nickel boron officially. So they'll probably take about 10 days at nickel boron.
We had probably 50 that were blimmed.
Yeah, we had 50.
I thought there was like 100.
We thought there were 100 of the stupid things, but I'm sure we'll come up with some more. So
yeah, and hopefully you guys aren't upset that it's only made it to the $9 tier. We're gonna try to get some to the $3 tier.
Yeah, I think we'll have some. We typically do.
It may
right?
just take us a little bit to get some more. But if you currently have an order and you've been waiting forever and ever and ever, they're in the last
stages. The sheaths are done. We have the grips here. We just really need to get them finished.
Thank you, NYC Bike 73. Join the $3 Patreon. Have a knife from you guys in order to combat it. Can't wait to receive it. You're going to love it.
Yeah.
You're going to love the combatant.
Yeah, the new combatant is the shit. I think it may have shown up at nickel boron at the same exact time as the that other thing, that FLN thing, that guy. And then y'all really even know. All right, it's coffee time, humans.
Hey, y'all need to come down and visit from Darren Becker.
We do. It's up. BTW, Darren. Hello. Yeah.
Hunter, I know. They went so fast.
Shockingly fast. But Darren is like a pretty important guy. He sells Harleys. So maybe we should.
You're gonna go trade for a Harley?
Yeah. How many blades, by the way, Darren? And he's a Marine, so that helps. Would it take to get to the center of a Harley pop? Just curious on that. No, it's kind of a funny story. I think we've told this before. We were buying one, and then, well, I guess almost 10 years ago now, we were buying one. over the weekend, and then we found out we were pregnant. And I was at some training, recertification training for the railroad, and I did not show up on my Dynaglide. And everyone was like, "Where's your bike?" And I said, well, you know, doesn't fit a car seat. So it's staying at Harley. We are not doing that for a long freaking time. But instead,
that was definitely a surprise.
It was a shock. But I think in retrospect, we probably didn't need to be just gaffing off and riding all over into the sunset on a bike all the time, because that's probably what we would have done. And we would have never done knives. Probably.
We would have never had our Caitlin.
Yeah, Caitlin is awesome. She is the coolest kid, at least as cool as the other two we have. So yeah, one day I'm gonna ride up. Actually, I'll have to walk to see Darren, and then I'll ride back.
So we've gotten a lot of people talking about the agent. That's exciting.
So what do you guys think? Think it's good? Can you remember what it looks like in your head? Because I'm probably not going to show it on this live.
You are going to show it.
Right. I think it's really cool. Oh, you know what we should do?
What?
Let's take it from drawing to reality on this live.
You want to explain the design inspiration from
so
Bob
DeMarco reached out to me. If you guys don't know who he is from the Knife Junkie podcast, I don't know, probably, shortly after Blade Show last year, and wanted to do a collab. And he originally fell in love with our stuff and then ordered a combatant and was carrying it. And then when we were launching AEBL for the first time ever, I said, you need to try this Night Stalker in AEBL. Well, he fell in love with it. He fell in love with the slim line grip, how concealable it was, the length. And I have been trying to figure out for a long time a ringless grip for that platform. So he sent me a sketch of the blade, and not much changed in the blade dimensions and picture from what you see in reality to, man, I draw a lot.
I know. I'm like, does this never end?
Where is that?
I feel like that, you know, that Carbonaro where he would like keep pulling stuff out. Like,
Yeah.
this book never ends. You're just going to keep flipping pages.
All right, we're getting closer because that's that dagger. So anyway.
I like it. It would look good paired with the OpTalk. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a EDC version of an OpTalk, right? So the 6th of August is when I drew the blade. So he sent a picture that was vastly different on the handle.
Do you have a picture of his original drawing?
It's hanging on the wall in my office. So here's, let's do that. And then let's go to.
And somebody wants to see the agent next to the striker.
No, it's not allowed on this thing. All right. So you can see all the eraser marks. Is this like washed out completely on the camera? Can you see that?
Pretty washed out.
Really? Why is it like that? You
There you
can't
go.
see it
There
at
you
all. Okay. So Bob's design had all this as a straight thing, and then this wasn't this shape, and it was a lot longer. You can see how much I erased through here. You know, some of the design stuff that I wanted. Not a flat edge, so this is actually, that was something that was important to Bob. Bob's he's an avid martial artist. He trains with like Doug Markaida and all these other guys. So double edge, we were going to do this a convex grind and decided not to, so it's a flat grind. So back and forth, I decided I wanted 3 holes so that you can run a laner through it if you want to, but most of this was Bob on his design, the blade. And then I came up with the grip. So then that always goes to this. So there's a couple other iterations of the plastic. So 6th August. And the name was mine.
The year to come up with a new name.
Yeah, just about. So there's the plastic as it is now, right? So this is a resin model. If you guys, you've seen it before, the detail on this, the resin printer will even sharpen the edge.
Really?
Yeah. So it prints down to 40 micron. So this is the final resin. So you'll see the addition of a choil back here. And then the first couple of these, I narrowed this up, put a little bit more spacing between these two. And then the final thing we did was add the jimping and then rounded this off so that you can draw and get that. So that's where we were with that. Then I exacerbated the machinist, which is never a really good idea. but I did. So here we are. The first one in steel. So this will be a lot.
Not heat treated, right?
Right. This one is not heat treated. So I could bend this thing. Look at this freaking thing. So look at the jimping on the back. One of the cool things we did, you see how I wish it would, there it is. So this is relief in 10 thou. So that's a little bit proud so you can really feel the steel. But that's going to let you, when you draw that, let's get the light. There you go. So when you draw that, your thumb hits there, it's on the downward. So reverse draw. And then you've got the grip up here that you can catch your thumb and really get into those raking moves. But you see this?
It's incredibly comfortable.
So this allows you to get a hook without having a ring. So dimensionally, this was a big thing that took me so long on it. If you look at the length and you'll see the profile. So the stalker is laid over the top of this, but you can't see, but see that in there. So side by each. It's the same footprint as a stalker, which is exactly what Bob was looking to do because he liked that it took up minimal room on your belt line. So you'll see this width in here is the same. The width in here is the same, but then I narrowed it up and you could still get that full grip. See how your knuckles are lined up? That's how your hand falls. So I like to design the blades where no matter what grip, your knuckles are in line and so you still get a fighter's grip so you can really get in and do that work. But I mean, so you've got double edge. We're going to make them in both. I know this is ended up like a commercial. Will you do what you're
That's
supposed
what
to
we do.
So, I'm just saying. JS.
Caleb.
And there's Bob's freaking thing. I mean, I don't even know, guys. So, can you see?
What you told me was something like,
Trying to get the light.
I did what I always wanted to do.
Yeah, this.
And did like, when the machinist says, no, we can't do it, you just kept saying, let's do each thing. That
Yeah,
was so
I
important.
exacerbated the dude. So, look, see, it's hard to tell the light. It's kind of an odd angle. But that's a diamond shaped blade. So that medial ridge that goes all the way down is 165 thick.
What's the overall length?
Night Stalker length. I get that
7.
I think 7.25.
We really hope to have them at Blade Show, which is going to be the first.
It will be
weekend.
crazy if we don't.
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
will.
It'll be nuts if we
And
don't.
it's ABL, right? Or are you gonna have both? Stickers?
Both. So here's the thing. I made 400 of them because I knew instantly the design of this blade it's really going to be popular. It moves. It's got the Night Stalker grip. It's got beef to it. So it's 165 thick. You can't tell the thickness, but you maintain that. So you'll see on the grind. Can you see? I left a little bit of flat spot as far forward as I could to keep that tip strong for piercing. It's good. It's so good.
How many are you making the first run from?
400, 200 in AEBL, 280 CRV. And we've had some people say we need to
We're gonna be gone.
drop the AED CRV altogether, but they sell equally. So some of the older batches, when I had ordered this deal last quarter of last year, I was doing 1/3 AEBL and 2/3 ADCRV. So then at the end of last year, I split that up 50%. So twice as much ADCRV. So then I did that. And then now I'm seeing more people order AEBL. So now we're doing all the batches in 50-50. But ADCRV still sells out faster than the AEBL. I guess that's just because. So I wanted to do this as a comparison. So you see the night. This is the operator
You can lower them a little bit if you want.
laid on the top. So the operator series has got the full hilt in comparison. So, and it's a little bit more chunky, so it's a little bit more of a combat style blade. But they pair well with one another. So the op series will be more of a kit mounted type of blade. If you want something heavier for fighting, And then this will be EDC, CCW. Because this is not...
wants to know how his patrons going to get their dibs on it if we're taking them to Blade Show.
What we did last year, if you guys remember with the Ops Hawk, I released the same amount to Patreon as I did to Blade Show, if you guys remember.
That's what he said.
So that's probably
200 go to Blade Show.
Right. So I'll probably, this is the thing though.
You're going to have to get in one of those top tiers because we're getting to where, how many do we have in the top tier now? Like 100?
75.
Yeah. So it'd probably sell out on the first 2 tiers.
Are we going to have to go back to that? Because what we've been doing is just if you're a paid member, you get first access, everybody, first come, first serve, snatch it up when you can. I really think this blade is this good. You're just going to have to trust me that I mean, I never thought we'd have 400, almost 500 paid members. That's 500 people vying for 200 of these blades, right? Or do we drop it down? Do I do 50 of each at Blade Show and then do 150 to Patreon? I don't know. I mean, you guys, well, I don't know. We have to figure this crap out because this blade.
Would you recommend it if the spine wasn't sharpened? I know we're going to offer that, but do you think it's still?
Yeah, I mean, it'll still be a very usable EDC blade. And keep in mind, this is not flat. So the belly of this blade is round. It's a full smile, so it'll really cut. But it has uses without a spine sharp.
Are you going to set that up vertically with a DCC? Like, how are you going to clip that on the sheath for standard?
I think it needs to be vertical because, or horizontal, excuse me, because that was the whole design behind. It's a lot easier to conceal a knife when it's along your belt line. Mm-hmm. So that's
going to have all the handle flavors.
Yep, all the flavors.
I think everything we do now is going to have all the handles.
Everything.
Right?
Yep.
Even the Sapper and stuff.
Yeah, the new website will have the Sapper. And actually, this last drop, everything had all the choices.
Show the details of the jimping again?
Mm-hmm. Man, that coffee is freaking awesome today.
That's one thing I didn't get when I did that video, is showing that bottom part. I think that's the coolest. And on the back, too. That's the coolest. Because when you put your thumb on that, it's so comfortable.
So one of DeMarco's concerns was that I had made these all too close to each other. And I said, you're wrong. I said, I'm going to do it anyway because it needs to be done. So we did a 10,000ths breakover on this to make it comfortable. So if everything turns out... 001
will not be night series. We do night series if it has that grip. The night,
right. So this will be an all new platform, the Agent series. So there's been some debate about what everybody. So this is Agent 002. It'll be coming next. And as a matter of fact, these are already in production. So you'll have the heavy jimping. This will be grenaded. But this is a true Wharncliffe, right? I mean, look at this.
All the handles will be exactly the same with that same jimping.
That's right. So these were before we added the jimping. It was Bob's idea to add the jimping, but he thought we should move it further back because he thought it would create a hot spot there, but it does not. It doesn't. It's where it needs to be. It gives you just enough little extra grippy to draw and to retain, but it's so comfortable. It is so comfortable. So this will be 02. Miracle will have one of these on the table at Blade. If miracles do happen. But we're already done with the sheath design phase on one. So I don't know. So here's 3 and 4. 3 is obviously, not obviously, maybe, Night Stalker Blade.
Didn't you draw a Tonto recently too?
I did, but I left it at the other shop. But I want to narrow it up. And then this little compliant, this is 3 inches. So under 3, actually. See that little nasty freaking swedge on the back? Can you see that? Or is the lighting stupid?
It's hard because it's black. So it's like blending in.
There it is. So this is a wicked little shiv. I mean, honest to God. Let me see if that'll help. So the heavy jimping again, really aggressive swedge, high grind. So this will be These are all in 165 so that we can maintain the strength that we need and you can have that good heavy feel. So that's where we are on the Agent series. I'm pretty freaking excited.
The real thing looks so much better than the resin models.
Right. So I was at Hunter that said that.
Carl Ballesteros.
So Hunter said the same thing. Like, I wasn't super excited about something along these lines. I'm gonna paraphrase, but he said basically he wasn't like thinking he wanted it. But I knew that when this thing came out in steel, it was going to be nasty. And it is just, it's gorgeous. And it feels so freaking good. It's the heaviest jimping we've done on a blade yet. So there it is.
So that would be
oh, someone want to see
June.
it? Yeah, June, the first week of June. Somebody said striker. So blade length within a quarter of an inch of each other. But where you're going to get more is on the handle. So the striker's going to have less footprint. It's what, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch shorter. But the striker is designed for your pinky to wrap all the way around this way and disappear. You see how that, your pinky wraps? It gives you a full grip and doesn't extend past. This gives a full grip with the extension past, but it's minimally, and I wear a size medium, large glove, and we've had large handed, well, actually Bob's got pretty big hands and he said it fits him great.
Stuart, how's the folder project going?
It's going. It is going. Wink, wink, wink. It is going a lot sooner than you think. That's how it's going. I hope to have the finals on those relatively soon. It'd be awesome if they were on the show on the table at Blade, right? But I'm doing the tweaks. Is Ron on? Ron Izzy?
Yep. Well, he was earlier. You still on, Ron Izzy?
So yesterday, the guys that you saw on that Patreon thing, they were freaking starving. So I came in and grabbed one of these bags of jerky and I gave it to, well, one dude was in the ditch and the other dude was running the piece of equipment, and I gave him some to try because he's
I bet they went crazy.
he's on a carnivore diet. He said, he came back over, was like, holy shit, can you get me a promo code? I'm finna order a bunch of this stuff. And I asked Ron Izzy on Patreon, do you have one? And before he said no, Cody had already ordered $100 and something worth. He said,
cool.
This is the best jerky. I was like, I'm telling you, bro, it's the freaking best. So I'm going to say this again. He had some jack links in his work truck and he had asked his guy that was working with him to go get some more. Write it down.
Man, I want a piece of that right now, but I don't want to chew on the live.
It's crunchy. It's not chewy.
It's still annoying for people to hear.
So I didn't let him try the lemon pepper first. I just grabbed the one that was open, a couple pieces of the teriyaki. And I said, they got the best flavors in the whole wide world. Here you go. There's this.
I'm not going to eat that.
Okay. So I'll be eating this in a few minutes and I don't really care. You'll just have to deal with the crunching. I said, dude, it's like meat potato chips. Actually, look.
So Ron Izzy said first time customers can get.
He may have.
No ASMR jerky eating. That would be so annoying.
Look, for real.
Tim will do it. I
don't give a crap.
Polite.
That's jerky, man. Oh.
Miss Told likes the mango habanero.
I did too. And that shit is hot. And I love
Look, everybody's telling me I can eat one.
Oh, here you go. Oh my gosh. Have you tried the lemon pepper yet?
No.
It's the best flavor they've got. And I told Cody that and I let him try a piece and he goes, oh my God. And I said, I know, because that one's not sweet.
It's so good.
Ron, if you haven't bought into your friend's company, you should. Because holy crap. I'm telling you. And these are guys.
Nothing else.
It's like nothing else. It's so true. I mean, On Industries, right? You know what it is? Specialties. O-N-N. I'm going to tell you something. I'm not shilling for them. I don't get anything from this, but probably
It's so good.
less availability. So this time from Ron, we got, I saw in the box, sriracha, teriyaki, jalapeno, because I think those were the top three.
I don't think this is the best flavor.
I said the same thing, that lemon pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Cody had all the other ones in his cart. And when I brought,
I need to send you guys some newer stuff to try. Chili crispy chips.
Jeez, you're going to kill me, dude. But so he changed his cart after I let him try it. And then the dude got out of the ditch and I let him try a piece. And he's like, oh my God. I was like, I'm telling you. And how humble is it though, when I was sending him messages like, this is the best thing. This is brilliant. You guys are on something. And he goes, oh, it's just traditional Cambodian style. And I'm like, oh, you know what? So many people would have been like, thanks, man. I worked hard developing that process. But it's like, no, it's just how we do it. But the flavors, crap.
I would say let's give some away, but I don't want to.
I'm saying we should buy some and do it as like a Discord or something giveaway.
Yeah. And plus we would need to make sure he's okay with us giving some away.
Well, if we buy it, who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I like my blades so much that I make t-shirts and stuff and I just give them away. When you guys
you gave some away on Discord, Hunter? Cool.
It's stupid, man. It's so stupid how good it is. It's not.
My mom sent me some chocolate.
Ooh, so here's dessert.
Just like how y'all send us stuff. She sent me some.
Yeah, is she on?
Yep.
You didn't tell me to say hi. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
On, yeah.
Look.
Is Dad on too, Mom?
So when I was younger,
it's not closed good because
I know. I'm trying. She ripped into it like an animal and broke it. Not true at all. So I got it. It's closed. So she sent us this. Now, when we were kids, this one was the one that I had ever had until yesterday. And camera wife and camera kids were going nuts in the kitchen over this. And this.
Dad is on.
Hello, Dad, Father, Pawa, as he's known. If you guys have not tried this coconut one, holy crap.
Like coconut. Some people don't like
If you don't like coconut, you should kill yourself. That's what you should do. Because, holy crap.
Oh, John Fowler won the...
Did he order?
I think he must have won the jerky.
Cody was straight up like, instantly ordered it. And he showed me when he came back later that he's all the time eating other inferior jerky. But I'll tell you something. I can eat a whole bag of like standard jerky, right? And then I'm freaking hungry. And I'm not advertising for this like this is some meal replacement. But I think because they dry it so much that it pulls the water and it seems more filling than regular jerky. There may be science behind that, but I don't know.
Tim's new carnivore diet.
That's all you freaking need.
Jerky, that's it.
Dude. I know it's...
Hey, Roz, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
M. Shan 1, you missed it. We were talking about the Agent 001.
I'm sure we'll have to circle back. How long have we been on here? We'll come back in about 15, 20 minutes and talk about it. Again, how many people you got on here now?
200.
Okay, yeah. That's
200, almost 200.
Okay, so she's way attractive because she speaks multiple languages, and only I can say that because I'm a knife maker and I'll stab you in the throat. That's what'll happen.
Yeah, speaking of being attractive, don't call the phone number and leave weird messages for me or Tim, please.
Has this happened again, or are you referring to the past?
I
know. So this is the same one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will block you.
Straight up.
Tim's gotten one and I've gotten one and they're weird.
Freaking disgusting. I'm just saying.
Now we're going to get calls.
I'm just saying. We're probably going to have to get to that point where like, I'm so famous, I got to change my phone number. Like, I'm an influencer. Did you know that? Do not call me and be perverse. I'm talking about some nasty shit.
Tim got a really nasty one. Mine was like kind of, if you're on, we blocked you. It was like, don't
even tell him because
I want to tell him. he goes like,
Oh, about you. Yeah.
Yeah, he-
I don't say the other one.
he's probably on here. He's probably like one of our normal watchers.
I mean, if it was a joke, I can see the humor in it, but I don't think so because there's like 3 or 4
He's
voicemails.
from Alabama. And
We know
it
that.
said- it was an Alabama number, and it said, "I want a belly dancer with a big belly," or something like that, and a big belly button. It's like-
3 or 4 messages.
Finally, I was like, okay, I'm blocking this.
I couldn't believe it.
But Tim's was pretty gross.
Yeah.
It was really
Nope,
nasty.
we're not even getting into
Not
that
even gonna go
nastiness.
there.
Disgusting. Effing disgusting. Man.
Stalker.
Yeah.
$1.99 from Sean Lichstall. Just ordered 5 bags of jerky. We'll see how it goes. Oh, you're gonna love it.
Dude,
You're
you
gonna
should have
love it.
ordered 10. Ron, he sent us the 4-ounce bags, and Cody was like, I just ordered the 9-ounce ones. I'm like, I'll talk about that more than I will Israeli coffee and my own blades because it's that
We
good.
just need to come up with like a collaboration jerky for you.
I don't know. The lemon pepper hits it for me because I love lemon pepper, and it's like not sweet. And
What's wrong with people? My God.
oh, this one
Tim got a really nasty one, like for
straight up, like
straight up
disgusting.
disgusting.
Not a joke. Like
We'll tell you if you want to ask in private. We're not going to tell you on here.
sick, man. Sick as F.
That's because they love your blue eyes.
This had nothing to do with blue eyes. And nothing. Because I mean, we can go blue eyes, and I can take my shirt off and look like I'm wearing a effing sweater, it looks like a alpaca mixed with a walrus up under the shirt. So, if you were imagining something gorgeous, then imagine a hairy ass walrus. Okay, that's what you get. So, no more fantasies. It stops at the eyes because once you start getting south, it gets rough.
I think it was all that showing those knives along your belt line. that
Yeah,
did it
that's
for
what
her.
it was. That's what it was. Man, it made me want to cut my wiener off with them. Crazy people.
It was a lady. She probably like what, 60, 50s?
Yeah, pretty sure. New York. Measure texture if you're on
No, they
here.
said it was the guy chasing Tim into the bathroom at your dance event.
God. And he waited for me outside of the bathroom too, man. Man. Weird life, man. I'm glad we don't have to deal with that. That was in person. The man.
Roz Pavel says if a former Marine and railroad worker finds this message offensive, it must have been really bad. Has to be really bad.
It's gross, man. That's right. Like that's why camera wife gives me so much grace because construction industry, Marine Corps, railroad. Actually, right out of the Marine Corps, I was back in the construction industry, and then I worked for Action Target for several years. So I was going on military bases.
Fat bastard shirt and coin this week.
Yes, do that. Like, okay, let's do this. Let's make a coin because the coin's round, so it'll work. Let's just make it like Wookiee furry and just put 2 blue eyes. And that's it.
No, and he said he got his shirt. He said XXX, like 3X fat bastard shirt.
Oh, I thought you were saying I was a fat bastard. I'm aware of that.
No, he got his shirt. I guess he's a patron, Richard Camp.
Oh,
He's got his shirt and coin.
oh, I can't hear. What? Working around equipment for 2 days? But that you just stumbled upon a great idea. Let's make a Tim coin. It'll just be a round coin that's furry with 2 little blue eyes sticking out of it. Because if I let my freaking facial hair grow, you'll just see that. Just eyes. It'll come all the way up to here. Like
They're never going to be able to picture you now without like thinking of your hairy self.
what I'm trying to do is dispel any rumors that I'm attractive. Because it's not true. The truth of the matter is, don't be calling me leaving pornographic shit on my voicemail.
Let's just say this lady was getting her jollies at Tim's expense.
I couldn't believe it. C-Dub heard the message and I'm like, there's no way. And she said, listen to this. I was like, holy shit, there's a way. Insanity. And listen, they had called before and ordered a blade. JS.
Let's give something away.
Yeah, let's give away something not disgusting.
Let's give away a gun mat and put something with it.
I stopped myself from being inappropriate. Let me go grab a
Are you
gun
going
mat.
to get the gun mat?
Yeah.
Do you have the camo one? That's what people like the best.
Yeah, Lee, why do you make ugly stuff? Jeez. So here it is. Here it is. See, isn't the monitor great now that I can
Wow, it fills up the whole
see what I'm
picture.
doing and look?
Did you end up ordering those mesh hats? Mr. Ed,
Yes.
he asks every week.
Ed, quit asking me stuff and leaving nasty messages. You prevert. What are you going to do with that mesh hat? Yeah, they're on order. I thought they were going to be here yesterday, but they didn't. So they got delayed somewhere, but they'll be here tomorrow.
Richard, we may have some more.
What?
He wanted to know how he could get a blend karambit. They sold out.
Yeah, I didn't
In the
really
$9
anticipate
tier.
that. So, and here's the other. I like this one too. You know what I almost did that was dumb? I almost grabbed my pistol off my side to show the size relation to it.
No.
So this is my hand up against it, right? You'll fit most of the action of your AR or the entire pistol plus a bunch of stuff. And they're neoprene. They're awesome. I freaking love them. Lee makes some cool, good stuff too, man. He makes some neat stuff. So there's that. Let's roll that up.
What do you want to put with it? One of those.
We could do the matching koozie like
and a
we
hat,
did.
maybe?
And a hat.
Okay.
Sure. So we'll do a black hat. I got the black hats in. So this time, well, this is the old with a
24 by
patch.
14.
Oh, to be precise, Captain Caliper. Look, the hats did have the gray, the black ones. Now the black ones are going to have this color. I think it matches the brand better. So black hat. I guess the gray would match this one better. Oops. Sorry.
Hashtag Matt. M-A-T.
Matt. Yeah, man. So
Sitting in my beanbag chair naked eating spicy hot Cheetos.
well, you should be eating sriracha beef jerky. That's all I'm saying. Naked. I think that's. Oh, we need to talk about Nick
Nick.
from Bethlehem, PA. He may be on, maybe not. So I'm not going to read your letter, Nick, if you're on, because I don't want to say your last name and disclose who you are because you work in a sort of public job. Anyway, so basically, Nick, I assume is a paramedic, but he sent this week. And the freaking challenge coin. And you guys know I love patches and I love challenge coins, and it's an honor. He won a Night Stalker, I guess on one of the lives, and then became a customer and has ordered 2 blades since. So
Yeah, some of the people's knives that won like way a long time ago for pre-orders theirs went out this week. A CG and a Nighthawk.
yeah. So look, thanks very much. I'm always honored to know that you guys are carrying these things on duty and that you like us enough to send me.
Did you put the new black hats on the website yet?
No, because they're at the embroiderer.
Those are actually on the website, so we can just update inventory.
Yeah, I got
That way we don't
200
have
of them.
to
So
wait.
we can drop 200 in inventory tomorrow. I'll forget and you'll have to remind me. So I think that's all the stuff we got this week.
Yeah,
Food.
your item is showing when you go over there. I saw it on your side.
My item.
Yeah.
Let me step off screen here.
Fix your item.
Let me, it's because I'm wearing an OWB holster today, leather, because you should wear leather. I'm not touching anything. Nothing to see here. Nothing up my sleeve.
Gross, John White. That's pretty nasty.
I probably don't want to know, do I?
No.
Mm.
What else you got, honey? You showing us any more knives today?
I don't
Y'all
know.
have any questions?
I'll show whatever people want to know.
Yeah, y'all don't hashtag Matt's name. Hashtag Matt with just one T.
Yeah. Whoever Matt is. Maddie?
Matt Deal.
Yeah.
Have you tried E-Right holsters?
No. like electronic, or Eric Wright, WRGHT. Speaking of Wright, I need to get in touch with Mr. Venison Wright because my freezer's empty.
Night Guardian ?
Are you talking about status, or you want to see one?
Stephen Clayton.
New one?
What are we shipping from January? Right now, what, CGs?
CGs?
Oh, I want to give away a CG today.
So yeah, we know with a bunch of
We got a Blam CG.
Blams. So CGs, Hawks, and 80 CRV and AEBL. AEBL should be gone. 80 CRV are mostly out the door. The Piranhas are built, and that's it, right? And the Combatants from January are not shipped yet, but they are almost finished.
What do you think is going to be the stuff that's going to take the longest, like last on the list? What, Raiders, Strikers?
That wasn't, yeah. So Raiders and Strikers will be last. So it's Combatants, Raiders, and Strikers that aren't finished. Everything else is done, either waiting for a sheath or
Piranha sheaths, ? From Mezzatesta.
Measure texture. Still not done.
Are you making the larger Warncliffe with a ring? You showed it on Patreon a few weeks ago from Fish Ranch.
Done. Oh, you mean the 2.0 of the Night Guard? Yes, they're made.
Matt Dill said Piranha sheaths will be last. LOL.
Yeah.
Oh, they really are close.
Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna start sending hate mail over Kydex. So I'm gonna start doing. Please.
It's just the issue of trying to get the mold made faster, as fast as we want.
Yeah, and I mean,
it doesn't take
the
long.
Dude's busy, right? Like, he's busy. So I'm not angry. I'm just angry. No, I just really want to get them gone because we walk in the shop every single day and there they are, sitting there built, just stacks, trays and trays and
Rob
trays.
says, I don't own any TKL yet, looking at that gnarly Pakal to get first.
The MR1 will be on the summer release, July. So we're going to do that in the July release. And hell, man.
Any updates on the leather sheaths from Gus?
Which is weird. I'm pretty sure Lewis told me that he had sent me the latest like a week and a half ago, and I still don't have them yet. But he is making them like feverishly. The dies came in faster, so to cut up the shape, and then the stamps that came in, he has all the clips, and he's fast. Well, I don't want to say how fast, but he's working on them. So,
will the new Combatant fit the old sheath?
Yes, it will. It will. Certainly will, because that's...
But the new sheath is better because it's got the rivets.
On both sides.
Yeah, Lyndon, you won that a long time ago. He said he's excited to hear the Combatants will ship soon. Looking forward to my draw win.
Look, I'm telling you, man, that Combatant, the new one, oh. You know, we've really dialed in what it is that we've been trying to do all these years. And each batch, every time we redo the knife, release it for the next time, there's little tweaks all the time, which exasperates our machinist, but also it makes it better. And on that note, I don't know if you guys watch the news. The news is watching you.
Phil Crawl. Is it Crawl or Kroll? Lewis posted on his site he has a big order to fill, so he's not taking any orders. That should be you, Don.
Yeah, I'm sure, because it 140 sheaths.
Aaron Adams.
So
we probably got your message. If you did send a message, I don't remember seeing it, but we probably got it. We'll double check.
Yeah, we'll double check. It's we only get 100 or so messages every day. we try
Sapper
our.
Looks very nice. Like to see that, please, from Craig Beaudry.
The what?
Sapper.
Here.
Chance, no, that's not.
What?
Send us an email with your name and we'll put you in an order for a new one. When they come out, we'll send you a new one. His piranha's falling out of the sheath.
Yeah. So that will be prevented. See this? The Sapper is a monster. 12 inches overall. Big freaking blade.
Cool. We're going to have other grips for that on the next one.
Yeah, see, these are some pretty custom grips. If you see that's the Star of David, you're correct. Can you
Hey, Casey
see
Curtis, when you asked about the Night Stalker, will
American
you
flag,
send us
Israeli flag?
a message, please? Because I want to make sure. I don't know why yours wouldn't have gone out yet. Because I think Black Grips came in, didn't they?
Yeah, it'd be an anomaly. We may be waiting for some Black Grips. I need to make sure because.
I thought they came in.
So here's the Sapper, big blade, great blade, 3/16 stick, wicked. I mean, so on this blade, you'll see the Star of David. You'll see some connotation to Lion of Judah, some Israeli connotations. That's because the guy that I co-designed this blade with, Emery Morgenstern, was a member of the IDF. He is now a U.S. citizen. He has dual citizenship, as a matter of fact. He's like a brother to me. And that region of the world is a freaking shit show. Just, there's no way to put that nicely. It is, and it's going to continue to be. And, you know, in the last 24 hours, things got really freaking spicy over there. So, I honestly
Hunter
don't...
wants to see a folder up against the combatant.
My folder?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else's
Go ahead
folder?
and finish what you were saying.
Anyway, I don't really care how you feel about that. I don't care if you buy into the garbage that you see online or the military or whatever political parties you tend to align with. I support them. They're my friends. Deal with it. So the folder is monster compared to it's a big boy. The folder is based on the mercenary blade. So it is a mercenary. It's called the M2. So you see the similarities?
I'm doing this drawing. Sorry.
It's
I picked a bad time.
They can't see what I'm doing?
Yeah, because I got this.
Can I see now?
Robert S.
Roberto!
Robert S. Congrats. You won the mat. And
so it's a
what
miniature.
else was it? It was the koozie and a hat?
Yep.
I think.
Mini and a keychain.
Tell us what you won, because I'll forget.
And I know you didn't win a car. Shorter version. Same grip. See? As a mercenary. Big fixed blade. M2 mini mercenary. That's what it's called. So I like it. Big ass knife. It's bad. Coming soon to a CW line of knives near you. Oh, we got to develop all the nomenclature and all the stuff around that so that people know what's up with that project. Mission Kitchen, we need to work on that guy. Plus, we're releasing all the additional blades on the Agent series. Plus, we've got the 2 on the Combatant grip, which will be the Adversary. And
That's right, David. We agree with that. He said as we should support them. They are God's people. Yeah,
I mean, there's so much disinformation in this freaking world. If you're reading it on a electronic platform, read it on opposing platforms so that you can try to extrapolate the truth behind everything that you hear. It is so curated to not create panic, to create political support, to sow discord. Think for yourself and decide on your own.
Josh L. I'll look.
I'm just.
And Chris, Casey, can you send us a message of your I know that's a YouTube name, so we can look up your order.
Are we missing something, or was it ordered like last week on the drop last week?
No, he said that you emailed him that his stalker was going out like soon, so I don't know.
Very curious.
Can you show the Agent 001 next to the mercenary?
No, I cannot. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about, Rollins? What'd I do with it? Oh, there it is. Mercenary?
I was like trying to look up Joshua Lindsay's. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say your last name. His order. He has so many orders.
He's an addict.
Yeah, you have a CQC in black.
Huge!
So that, maybe we didn't get black because that should have gone out. Oh,
okay.
Wait, he just ordered this April 2nd. I'll look it up later.
So look, I mean, the agent is dwarfed by the mercenary. The agent is a belt knife. You know what I'm saying? The mercenary is like a survival kit knife. You know,
Isn't there some mercenaries left?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Oh, for order? I don't know. Should be. So you see, CCW survival. See, bigger, much bigger. What else? Humans? I think I probably riled a bunch of people up and people jumped off when I started talking about Israel and whatnot.
Yeah, everybody left.
Yeah.
Diablo thinks we should make an atheist knife.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. So
that's because he's the devil.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Diablo.
Can
you show your new dagger?
Oh, the ring dagger? This isn't actually the finished one. So this
Mister, are you talking about this one?
I don't have the Spartan-esque one because it's still being evaluated by that special agency. Actually, I think he's still Oconus. Pretty sure that's the case with that. So that may come. The other one is definitely going to be done. I just don't know when. I don't know when. I mean, I get all people can hold all knives. So,
Carl, the combatant's not going anywhere. We're going to release that again. It's a really great blade. He just missed out and wants you to release it on the next drop.
We might be able to. It just depends. I mean, my plan was to do revised combatant, adversary, then the Tonto version of that, and then start back over combatant. And
Vicky Artist wants to know if that was sharp on both sides.
What?
The dagger.
Yes. And serrated on one side. Also.
Can you hold up my piranha so I can see it? From Ryan Shearer. It's probably at the other shop.
Which one is yours? But I can hold up a piranha. What color was yours? I might have one on the wall. Okay. We'll just go with Warrior. My favorite grip.
King of Knives said the agent is beautiful.
Thanks, bro. I know you'll be ordering one. So the piranha, he's a little fella. Let's show
like that Warrior grips.
Yeah, I love the Warrior grips. See, it fits in the entire palm of your hand. It's little. People get confused by that. But this is a very capable knife. For its size and to be 125 thick, it's going to be super stout in this size.
Somebody asked earlier, I don't remember if it was FMF and Mercenary, something like which one would you pick? Tim, which would you carry, the Mercenary or the FMF?
Man, I really, really, really like the FMF. I really like it. It is a very, very capable blade. We'll just put them side by each so that you guys can understand what we're talking about. Same exact grip. This handle will go on this blade. Lengthwise, they're really, really close. Obviously, the blade on the FMF is much wider. So you're going to get a little better slicing action, and you'll probably get a little bit better piercing action out of the Mercenary because it's almost a spear point with that heavy-duty swage. So this is like a buoy, so it's going to slice better. Man, it just really situationally depends. I have my kit, my gun belt has this on it because I love it. It feels so good the way it moves. But then I've gone back to the Mercenary back and forth because I just invent stuff that's for different situations. So the Mercenary allows you to choke up to do detailed work. Like if you're whittling or doing fine work and you don't have that here, you'll cut your little thinner off if you do
Hunter
that.
said the FMF replaced his Mercenary for an all-around blade.
Yeah, it's...
Thank you, Casey Curtis. We'll check it out. How's the TCQ coming along? From Josh L.
Nickel boron. You know, those got lost in the mail for like a month.
Yeah, that's why they're late.
I thought they were gone.
March.
Yeah, they're supposed to be out of here in March, but they're at nickel boron freaking finally. I mean, that'll be the last run of those. That's it for those, folks.
Any other questions? You want to talk about the CG? Because I'm going to give that away in a minute.
I do not at all.
Talk about how awesome it is.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it.
I want to give away that Nighthawk, but I don't know if we can cover up the messed up engraving.
Yeah, we don't know. So see the CG's got heavier jimping and it goes all the way across the spine. It's a thicker steel. I
have to step away for a minute.
The temple
spike. It's gonna get awkward because when I leave, he's totally.
I'm
weird.
just trying to keep from.
I'll be right back.
You're good.
Oh no, hide me.
All you gotta do is walk behind me, and nobody will see you. They just saw you ducking. So, it's got the thinner thing. So if you guys are saying anything at all, I won't be able to see it because I can just see the camera. CG, let's do this versus the standard Night Stalker so that you can see the difference. Well, let's do a CQC because I'm dumb and I named them all different names that are really similar, like Night Stalker CQC. So CQC, this close quarters combat, it's got this reverse edge. So 2 inches of here are sharpened, but the spine is where you'll really notice the difference. So the standard Stalker is this one. It's thinner and the jimping does not go all the way across. And it has the water jet finish still around the outside of the edge. It gives you a little bit of grip and because it's a lighter knife. And the CG is more of a heavy duty instrument. So people always ask if we can sharpen the back of this, but because this was left thick and this medial ridge is for piercing, then
were you awkward, honey?
Nope. I'm just talking about stuff I have no idea if anybody's even on anymore. I'm just comparing the CQC to the CG. But it's stronger for piercing. We saw the side of your blurry face when you did over there. So there it is. So how many questions do we miss? You tell me what we're doing.
Love my CG. We don't care about the messed up engraving.
Well, the messed up engraving, this dude is famous.
Ooh.
And one of his friends bought it for him. And I can't divulge too much information, but the dude's name is on the blade.
It's a Nighthawk, not a CG.
It's a hawk. But, yeah, pretty well known. And what happened was we made it in the wrong steel. So instead of grabbing out of ADCRV bin, we grabbed AEBL and engraved it, or vice versa. Whichever one it was supposed to be, it was the opposite. So then we have one in the wrong steel. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with it other than it's got this dude's name on it. And
I can't ever get this back on.
What's the problem, lady? Let me do this for you.
Just send him both. He didn't want it. We did ask him if he wanted it.
We did.
He didn't want it.
By we, I mean Grant.
Thanks, honey. Any way to see the new Night Guardian design? Let me go back and see if we missed any comments.
I'm sure we did. I'm sure. Did everybody...
Are the FLNs back from Nickel Boron?
No, but they should be this week.
Can Tim please walk through the stages? Where is Nickel Boron in the stage?
Last. It goes to Nickel Boron, comes back here. We do the recon distressed finish on it, sharpen it, ship it out. That's the last step. Nickel Boron is it. Before sharpening.
Do you have any other blades in collaboration with Jason Pike in the pipeline?
Well, other than the folder, no. We have talked about some other ideas. He wants some other cool stuff made, but I told him I kind of have to cool out because, man, we're moving a lot of product these days, so we got to be super, like, maybe 2025 will address the next one with Jason. Because he certainly is interested. We're certainly interested.
You think we could laser over, like, a flag over the Nighthawk?
You know, we tried to do that with somebody else's, and it still showed when somebody put that racist trash on that knife. Remember that? We still sold them the freaking engraving.
Thanks, Bubba07.
I haven't seen you in a long time. Where'd you go?
He said, I keep the show together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because when she leaves, I'm like, oh. There's a camera in
Probably because
here.
you're not getting any feedback, so you don't know what it is.
Yeah, I have no idea what people are saying.
I think you need to collab with each Patreon member from Hunter. That would be funny.
475 new knives coming in 2025.
Are the nightshades discontinued? No.
We're keeping the reverse Tonto and the Warncliffe.
Pike has a book?
Mike has everything. He has a religious ministry. He has a book. He goes and puts wells in places for starving people. I guess he has a book. He has a training academy. He has a quite successful YouTube channel. He's got his hands on a lot of stuff. He makes gun lube, which I've never tried, which is weird because he recommended one to me and then all of a sudden released his own that is a completely different brand, and we still use it as our knife lube because it's awesome.
Are you going to recreate a new push blade from Gus D?
I should. I really should. Because I know what it needs to be. And I know the missteps in the other. I like some of the design features from Steve's blade.
Diablo wants red and gold grip color. Marines would like it as well as me for different reasons.
Well, crimson and gold is the Marine Corps. So I guess a deep blood red, maybe. That we could try if there's enough demand. I mean, if you're a patron, I know that I don't know if Pete's had a chance to do this yet or not. Take Discord polls or Patreon polls to see about a new color. I've heard a lot about orange and black.
Junior Barilla, can you give me an update as well to when to expect my Night Stalker CG and Nighthawk I ordered on pre-order about 3 months ago? I'm a disabled veteran and can't hear well, and I'm trying to. January
the 1st.
A lot of those have shipped.
I'm going to say it's probably 80 CRV. We're working through those now, so it shouldn't be.
And we're out of gray man handles.
We're out of gray man and black. It is black.
So we are still out of black?
That's right.
That's probably what's
because
going on.
We make 7 different knives on that platform, so those go quick, especially anything in the Night Series stuff. Oh, circle back to the Nightshades. No, we're keeping the reverse Tonto, the Warncliffe around. A lot of people are wanting us to redo the Tonto and bring it back.
Can you show the TS-87 and wood grain grips?
No. TS-87 is here. And wood grain. If I got anything with wood grain, I believe this is.
A fixed blade utility style knife for those guys that have migrated into construction from the combat arms.
Fixed blade utility style knife. Did you see the video I did earlier today?
Of the Raider?
The Raider. So the name is because of my fondness of the Marine Corps. And I was not a Raider, let's be clear on that. But see that heavy, thick, freaking blade, but you still got a grip that you can, if you need to go to work with, you can. But this is I'm an electrician by trade, but I've been doing construction work and I build houses and plumbing and all that crap, all of it. And I beat the crap out of this blade. This was the blade that made us popular because I wanted exactly what you're asking for. A crossover blade that I could keep on my tool belt, then throw it on my freaking waist and do work. I mean, it's actually got sheetrock dust on it right now from cutting sheetrock earlier today. That to me is the utility / fighting knife. It's a classic drop point blade.
Everybody wants those screws.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can harass Don Mitchum if you want on that, but he's not going to do it. He's busy. He works as an engineer, so he's a busy dude. So wood grain on this Bushman, then I lasered the camo pattern on, and then that's the TS-87. So I guess together they would.
Hunter said I've been seeing a lot more of the TS-87 in the plate carrier of the guy on Dylan's Instagram.
Torben, maybe? Man, can I talk about that? Big news with that we got this week?
I don't see why not.
I don't know if you guys know Ian from Recoil magazine. I think he's a British Special Forces guy formerly, but he still does a lot of work with them. He's one of their top tactical writers. We met him at CanCon, and he was writing an article for Recoil about how to mount blades to a plate carrier, and they said, can we use yours? We love your stuff. And he did, and he came back, and he's like, here, they did a class on how to mount stuff to your carrier. And he goes, I want to buy this blade. I love it. And I was like, wow, what an honor. So he ran into the dudes from Dillon at another thing that they're doing together. And he had the Night Stalker CG on him, and he's been using it on deployment. And he fell in love with the TS-87, and he's going to do an article on it for Recoil. So that's cool. That's really freaking cool. I hope I was not supposed to say that, because
you should enter that into like one of those Blade Show categories.
Oh, we got to do that next week. If we're going to do it, we have to enter it next week.
Oh, they're doing it.
Yes, I got the email. Let's not even talk about Blade Show. I'm not going. I don't want to go. It's going to be busy. It's going to be crazy busy.
But they're weird about, like, well, I won't say that. Never mind.
What?
I was just going to say some of the winners, like
I don't understand what they're judging. That's what she's going to say, because I think some of our blades we have entered in the past into the wrong categories. And this is not because I like my stuff. It's because I think we really would stand a fair chance at least being up there on some of our blades in comparison to what has won in the past. So I don't know. We're just entering our crap in the wrong competition. So I didn't even enter anything
we're
last year.
We're going to give away a CG, Night Stalker CG.
We can give away you want to give away a TS-87 in honor of?
That would be really nice of you.
We have those in stock. I'm telling you guys.
Ray Johnson says he carries his everyday work as E&I on a chemical plant. Comes in handy on my Nomex.
Look. Ray can attest to it. This thing is super freaking useful. I had no idea that it was going to be that useful. See this? Can you see? Can you see the detent? There's a little, well, you can see where it goes in. I threaded this, and we put a ball detent in there to hold bits. So you get a lot of leverage if you're trying to break stuff loose, and you can put a freaking 1/4-inch drive from anything like DeWalt or whatever and get the socket adapter. And this thing is, I mean, it's in mid-50s Rockwell, 1/4-inch thick AEBL. I use it all the time. All the time. I'm not BSing you. All the time.
Smackula Jr., hi Tim and CW, late joiner here. Chris from Detroit.
Hey, brother. I know who you are. Oh.
What blades will you have available at Blade Show? Rocky Mountain Outdoorsman.
Honestly, I don't know. I do not know, because everything is selling out. We'll have some Night Stalkers. That's all I know.
Would you make a TS-87 a couple inches shorter?
Yes.
By chance?
Yes. We're going to, since this one was made for the M134 Delta machine gun, we're going to do an AR version, and we're just going to shorten that up by 2 inches. It will then be under 7 inches, therefore a TSA compliant screwdriver.
Oh, that's cool. Bubba07 said he was carrying our blade after a gig at 2:30 a.m. on the way home from Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street. Let's go. I know where that is. I like bourbon, and I like streets, and I like barbecue, and all that's right there. Oh,
Street is New Orleans.
barbecue is a southern thing, my friend. Let's go up the Mississippi to Memphis, get the barbecue, go back down the Mississippi to Bourbon Street.
A couple people that joined later asked about FLNs.
About where are they?
How's the nightmare going?
So the nightmare, the clouds are clearing. They're clearing. They're at nickel boron. The black ones are done. We're sharpening the black ones as soon as we get the ones back from nickel boron. I think, so we've got combatants there. We've got the FLNs there. We've got the TCQs there.
Oh, that reminds me. Somebody donated a Piranha.
Yes.
And we need patrons or anybody send us a message about somebody that you think deserves it, that is first responder,
military or law enforcement.
yes,
He specified those criterion.
Yeah, and we may need to get proof because this was a specific donation for that. So,
and I need to email him back. That's such a nice thing to do.
Yes, that was so
we
nice.
give away so much stuff, and then you guys are donating.
Ridgewood Barbecue.
Who just said that?
Brendan Maples. Did we tell you that that's Tim's favorite place?
Stalker.
That stuff's good.
Have you been there? Go to the place. Ridgewood Barbecue. I'm just going to suggest get the slaw on the side because that's a Tennessee barbecue thing. I don't think coleslaw belongs on a sandwich. Don't do that. Here's what you need to do. You need to order the barbecue sandwich. Get your slaw on the side. Get Miss Profit's freaking baked beans. I don't care if you don't like baked beans. You could put baked beans like this on your foot and you would consume your foot and you would taste no foot. They're insane. And then if you want to go ultra fat, TKL style, order the freaking blue cheese dip. It's like a bowl and they serve with saltines and you eat it and you instantly swell up. However, that is, they smoke hams, which I guess technically wouldn't be barbecue.
I don't even like barbecue and I like their sandwiches.
So they thin slice the ham. Like
Rocky Mountain said he went on his road trip all over the U.S.
Okay.
Listen.
Am I lying?
We're from a place where this barbecue is on this list as being the best barbecue, and it's not. So if you're on your way down to
Ridgewood She's not talking about Ridgewood.
This place is called Fresh Air Barbecue.
She's dogging them out.
It's not.
We grew up like
be on the list.
This far from this place. I hate to say that.
I don't know how it got on those lists because I'm like, this place.
Somebody got paid off.
Have any good sides?
I'm just. So what did you think when you went to Ridgewood? Am I over?
Ryan Henley, how do you not like barbecue? I'm weird. I'm just not a big meat eater.
He's not an American, I don't think.
I didn't grow up eating a lot of meat. We didn't have a lot of money, so.
They ate paper?
No, my mom cooked every night and she cooked good, but meat was like once a week. So maybe that's why I'm not a big meat eater.
I don't know, because your parents eat meat now.
They love meat.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why I don't like meat though.
What about your brother? I'm sure he eats meat.
I don't know. I don't talk to him very often.
What did he do to you? Do you have a list? You don't like him because he eats meat.
Dusty, do you like meat?
I'm going to tell him, Dusty, the whole thing is she doesn't talk to you because you smell like meat. That's the problem. It comes out of your mouth.
Did you just scratch your stinky stripe with the TS-87 from Carl?
I scratched my fanny meat.
Oh, Hunter, I accidentally posted that twice. I scheduled one and then I posted the other one. Oops.
No, I tucked my shirt in.
Okay, honey. All right.
What did he say about
Somebody
Ridgewood?
said you're making them salivate. Can you do what you know you need to do to the word salivate?
Salivate?
Sing it.
I can't remember the rest of the words to that part of that song. But anyway,
I can't hear salivate without thinking
Kip.
of that.
Kip, his song at the end of Napoleon Dynamite. Salivate. Camera Wife does the best Kipling Dynamite impression, like straight up. You all know the difference. She does it. Salivate. Anyway, whoever said they went to Ridgewood Barbecue, did they ever say it is really that good?
Yeah, everybody that's been says it's awesome.
It's stupid. Like
our frog legs, good. Tim loves frog legs.
I love frog legs, man. I love them. I'm weird though. Like this is no BS. I eat weird stuff like chicken feet and awful. OFF, not AEW.
Which day is the best day to go to Blade Show? Probably Friday, right?
I would say Friday because it's kind of a spectacle. When they open the doors, there are literally, I don't want to say thousands, at least hundreds of people that have been waiting all year, and they will camp out for 3 or 4 days before.
I've been chatting online with babes all day.
See, she did it. There it is. Jules. And they storm the door and they come running in. But if there's stuff that you really want and you know is popular, Friday is the day to get that. Most of the really good stuff, it's sold out by Sunday. And actually the last half of Blade Show Sunday is pretty chill. So if you don't like crowds, that's the time to go. If you really want to spend time talking to the makers and getting to know the people, Sunday afternoon is best for
Everybody
that.
saying vote for Pedro. What's the strongest
Pedro.
knife blade you offer from Adam Kramer?
The TS-87. Strongest? The Sapper's going to be up there just by virtue of the fact that it's 3/16 thick. But the Ops Hawk, any of the Nighthawk, Ops Hawk, Tonto style blades are built for having that diamond shape and being super stout.
Diablo says, here in Washington State where I live, they think grilled burgers and hot dogs is barbecue.
You should just kill yourself.
Do you have an opinion on
I have an opinion on
Microtech
everything.
out the front versus the Infidel from Benchmade?
Let me just ask you a question. This is 2 of
I love Microtech.
4 that I have. C-Dub stole my Sith, and I have no bug outs. Just so you know. That's what I think. These were trades or gifts from people, and I cherish them. One of the guys that's helping us do some of the work for the on our new shop, he comes in and he goes, dude's got $1,000 of Microtechs on his wall. That's what he said. And I was like, I like them.
Yeah, somebody did ask earlier, is there like some holy grail knife that you want?
That's hard because I'm just now learning about other people's stuff. Look.
I stole the nice Microtech,
Look.
Hunter says.
This is a Microtech freaking... Oh, I got glue on it. Dang it. I hate when I do that. When I was hanging the new... Anyway, it's a money clip. Money clip of nastiness. I got to get this glue off of here. I was spray gluing the freaking tiles to make this room soundproof, and I... like a dipshit.
Do you own any Chris Reeves? No, I don't think so.
I don't. Should I? I actually rely on other people. I've been to 3 blade shows in my life, right? Have we done 3?
Mm-hmm.
So the first time I ever went to blade show is I'd never heard of it.
Yeah, that was crazy the first time.
And everybody's like, you should do blade show. I think you're going to be one of the up and coming knife makers. I didn't know this was a thing, guys. I really didn't. So I don't know who these makers are.
G195 says we sell Microtech at the range I work at, and I still carry my T-Kel over the Microtech.
Thanks,
awesome.
bro. I don't carry my Microtech either. And not because they're like, well, one of those is like, you'll never find another one because it's a JSOC, but that's awesome. Thanks, man. That means a lot. I think a fixed blade is going to be stouter, and from a deployment standpoint, if you're CQB and you go to deploy that Microtech and it hits anything, they're designed to not deploy. So that's kind of bad if you're fighting. But back to the blade show or blade company thing.
That just makes me think of that guy that I talked to on the phone the other day. He said he had I think it's a Benchmade. He had a Benchmade out the front.
I've heard they're good.
And he wanted like a good fixed blade because they found a leg in the park that he works at.
Mm-hmm.
A severed leg, and he needed it for safety. And then...
And my smart ass, you know what I said? Like, how do you not know you leave your leg in a park? You know what I'm saying? Like, sorry. I can't help it. I say things like that. They just pop out of my mouth instantly.
Oh, yeah. Good question, Matthew McCann. G19, what TKL do you carry? Yeah, curious to know.
What was I going to say? Oh, blade show. So we did it the first year because like, you should do blade show. We think you're an up and coming. We got freaking swarmed. We got swarmed. We were in the small room. That's all we could get. They kind of did us a favor and slid us in there because, you know, we were new. And I didn't know. We did so good. Like sometimes that smaller room can be kind of a ghost town. So people would come through and then they kept coming back and we stayed busy.
That's what it was. Benchmade shootout. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the shootout. I don't know. I don't even have one. I saw Microtechs when I was a kid at one of those like super preppery style gun shows in Griffin, Georgia. And actually Forest Park.
I think he carries a pistol. I think he said, pretty sure he said he's not allowed to because I think he's a park ranger or something like that.
Yeah. I guess that's
We get some interesting calls. I mean, so many people have.
We had two
things happen to them
body
all the
parts and/or bodies found calls this week from people like, I got to have a blade. Crazy.
Yeah, and then this one guy, he fell out of his deer stand and had to have his leg amputated.
Yeah, pray for this dude, man. Gosh,
terrible.
crazy.
Y'all, they can fail apparently. He said the cords. Like
cables. Said the cables broke.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been up in a deer stand in a long
Phil said
time.
small room at Blade Shows where he first met you in CW.
Isn't that crazy?
You did?
So
We've met you before?
The first 2 years we were in the small room. The first year we got mobbed, and I thought that was normal until I look around the small room and like all these other people were like, somebody please come talk to me. I felt kind of bad. But we had we were so slammed that I asked for like more room, and they gave me 2 back-to-back tables. So I kind of used the end cap thing. We were still swamped.
Forest Park. He's in Georgia Guns Shed said he's in Forest Park working today.
Watch out, dude. I hope you got all kind of stuff with you. The farmer's market. You remember that? Georgia Gun Shed? When they used to have all the, in the like agricultural buildings in the back left where they had all the freaking gun shows in the 90s. I don't know if you've been around that long or not, but that's where I used to go meet all the weirdos. Now I am one of them. That's the first time I saw Microtech and I stabbed myself with it. I always wanted 1 cent. But now I have a bunch. I like them. But so we kind of clogged up.
They work out of the Georgia Power Building behind the Forest Market.
Bro, I was a contractor for like 10 years for the people that did all the meter changes for Georgia Power.
We also met Darren at the...
Darren Strong, yep.
No, Darren Becker.
Darren Becker?
At Blade Show in the small room.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, I thought we met him at the Chattanooga Market.
No, his friend, that big Samoan dude, found our stuff, told Darren about it, and then Darren came to Blade Show. Okay. Darren, he got one of those, remember that Recon Distress Cerakote? Whoa. Bugged me about getting that done, and I did it, and those dudes do such good Cerakote, but they're impossible to deal with. Beautiful, beautiful piece too. Anyway, so then we were so popular that I begged for a booth in the big room, and we got it last year. Now, double booth. On the end cap.
Remember that guy you told him you're going to ask for a booth, and he's like, you won't get that. It takes you at least 5 years to get that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know. But anyway.
So that was cool.
All this to say about the Blade Show. I don't have time because we're so slammed to go around and explore what the community has to offer. I don't even know what I should have. Like I measured texture last year, drug my fat ass to the Riot booths because he's like, you need to see this. And I've wanted a Riot since then.
Measured Texture has all the good blades.
Yeah,
he spent some money on some blades.
He's like me. He's self-employed so he can buy cool shit. So, but
you ever do a machete? ?
I've had them. No, I don't. You know, TCal started as like CCW EDC blades. That kind of wasn't a thing. And that's what I do. Like,
hey, honey, say hello to Javon.
Oh, what's up, Javon? I was on your thing one time and I kept typing. You kept overlooking me. So I would do that to you.
He's kidding.
I'm kidding.
He's been posting a whole bunch of videos.
He's busy, man. I don't know how you have time to do that, but thank you. Thank you. Lots of content, man.
He's good. He works hard.
Man,
I'll go check out his
out
channel.
there getting it. I mean, I thought I worked hard. That dude, he is a freaking video making machine.
Yeah, like most people, they'll do one video. He does like
46 a day. No, not really, but a lot. I mean, a lot.
We appreciate it.
So y'all support him too. He's a good dude. So I don't know what I should buy. Like I see these people talk about these folders and these fixies, and then if I see one, I'm like, man, I like that.
Y'all tell us what we need to go look at.
Yeah, tell me what I need to go look at, or tell them to come meet me because I was slammed. So we've done 3 blade shows in history. This will be our 4th. And I went to try to meet a few people last year. And anyway, wasn't impressed with personalities. I just say that.
Who are you talking
No,
about?
I'm not gonna do that. This year.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
You do know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just say there are some really self-confident people in the industry.
And I'm like,
Let's leave it at that.
I've handled your stuff. You really shouldn't be that self-important. I make stuff because I couldn't find what I wanted out there. And I'm super thankful for everybody that supports us because
we're told to check out TRC knives out of Lithuania. Are they going to be at Blade Show?
Hey, make a list of these things.
Yeah, y'all tell us what we need to check.
Because I'm going to try to break away this year.
Hopefully I can go look at stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to take our employees, but if we do that, people are going to get on the live the next week and be like, hey, where's my stuff? I'm like, sorry, we took the whole team to Blade Show.
No, we didn't say Savivi copied one of our designs, did we? We thought he did. We thought they did our Century Grip, but they had it before.
No, that wasn't Savivi. Who was it?
I think people said that what's that knife? Looks like the Stalker.
Is
that a Savivi? Did we say that?
I may have said it.
We may have said it like
jest.
a couple years ago, just a little bit ago, messing around.
It's in some movie with Denzel. What was that thing called?
Is it a Tops?
Tops Cut 2.0 came out way before the Night Stalker. But I didn't know anything about it until somebody said, hey, this reminds me of Tops Cut 2.0.
Yeah, that's well said, Javon.
Good idea.
Said companies I've met at Blade Show are either some of the finest humans or some of the most egotistical narcissists.
That's so the thing, dude. Like, the people that support the Blade community are way nicer than a lot of the makers.
Midwatch, yes. That's the one. Yeah.
So, look, I don't think they stole my stuff. Everybody else can make a ring blade that's shaped exactly like mine if they want. It's not a problem. No, I mean, you don't know. And to be...
Yeah, Tim does want to check out tour. They don't go to Blade Show, though.
I don't think they do any shows. Do they? Because that dude's a Marine. I'd like to meet him. We have some similarities in how we design blades, too. So, I mean, maybe I don't want to meet him. I just want to handle their stuff. Because
Alex and Grey Moose from Wander Tactical are cool dudes. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Half face blades.
I wonder if he'll be there.
Every piece is a one-off. Oh, they do have a new knife I saw, and I was like, man, that looks a lot like the Night Stalker, but it's big. It's like a bigger.
They did that in collaboration with Shaw Concepts. It's funny because I have a Shaw Concepts cummerbund on my plate carrier. And I'm like, man, Shaw Concepts is close to us. They're in Alabama. I want your stuff.
All right, let's do this giveaway for the CG Blim. And I'll say that the Blim on there is not very noticeable. You'd have to really be looking for it.
Yeah, you'd have to be me to figure it out.
You'd have to be, hey, what's that? I told you to make a song the other day about the people we get.
Oh, I can't.
With the jewelry loops.
It's funny. We'll get these people that like have these zoomed in like 5,000x on a microscope. Like, do you see this scratch? And I'm like, it's a Recon Distress finish. You're supposed to be using this for work and combat every day. Sorry?
It's okay. I mean, some people want their knives to be like, pristine.
I really think that it's an honor when people take our stuff and put it on a shelf like that. You know what I mean? Like museum piece. I do think that for as hard as we work and the level of detail, fit, and finish that we put into our blades compared to others in our price point, we have got to be up there in fit, finish, quality. I know we appreciate it a lot, and I try very hard to make each and every product better each time. You know, there's nothing that leaves the shop that my name's not on and my hands aren't on. So, I mean, I don't know. I think we do stuff different. I hope.
The knife is for using.
Yeah. I beat the crap. I literally, if you see that video earlier, C-Dub walks out there while I'm wiring up the temp pole to hook the existing shop into the new power we buried, and I'm using my Raider like it's supposed to be used. And I mean, I don't know. I just make stuff that I want to use. That's probably why I don't know who these other knife makers are. And I'm not so narcissistic as to think that anything that's similar to mine that somebody ripped me off. And if I do say that, I'm most likely joking. There was like some shitstorm about the G10 ring that we made. And I did think I was the first person to ever come up with that idea, and somebody else did. And then I was like, ooh, that dude did that like 10 years ago. But that's, you know, I don't think I come up with all the good ideas in the entire world ever. So ring blades have been around since the Eastern martial arts and Filipino martial arts have been around forever. Karambits, ever heard of those? Hundreds of years. So my approach, I don't think I make karambits anyway. I like rings for retention, and I like that we shape the grips where you can get a full grip, you know, like that I think is different than most others, where the ring is thin and just slips in between there. So your knuckles stay in alignment and you don't really feel the blade at all. It's just a natural intuitive grip for retention. But
John said he likes your nickel boron coating.
Yeah, man. I'm surprised nobody else is doing that yet.
Yeah, me too.
Because
it's such a good coating.
To my knowledge, we're the only people doing that on the earth. I couldn't find it anywhere.
You dominate in grips from Rex.
I do.
1111 Adams.
That's where, look, I say this a lot. Like, blade shapes have kind of been figured out since man was cutting stuff. So drop points, clip points, buoys, sacks, tontos, you know, Eastern style blades, karambits, curved blades, all that. Like, we've kind of figured out as a human race what we need in the shape of a cutting instrument. But what I thought is that we were kind of stuck in this rut of everybody's making their handles in the same way. Palm swell, shape this, do that. And I want a small, slim line grip that's indexable. And I'd rather it be shaped to my hand ergonomically than like, so I did it different. I didn't rip anything off. What was that? Thought I heard somebody at the basement door. I'm finna draw down.
Somebody asked if you could talk about the difference between the Taylor's Ridge and Raider.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Where's my thing? Yeah, I will in just a second. I don't even have one of the new ones because I gave away all my most recent stuff.
You think you'll ever make a butterfly knife? No, I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't.
I wouldn't even know where to begin on that.
Yeah, I would have no idea. Actually, our machinist who
show the snap belt loop set up on your stalker sheath.
Yeah, hold on. I heard a loud noise and then I got an alert from my back door, so I'm just trying to investigate that. That's out here.
You leaving me?
Yep, I'm gone, man. Screw you guys. I'm going home. We do sell these now, by the way, guys. Soft loops. So now the rivets are black, and you can mount other clips if you don't like soft loops now on this bottom. Normally, we used to mount all of our clips on here, and you could
ooh, look at that
move
Hades
them down through. Yeah, I do like Hades. It's with black. So now you can put soft loops through these lower holes on the new sheaths.
Can you please do a hatchet or Viking axe, LOL?
Yeah, actually we're working on one. I just have to design it because, again, I only used hatchets in my entire life for splitting firewood.
Hey, Thomas Maloney says he's got 200 in his Blade HQ credit, and he'd be willing to get a tour and trade it for something with you. So you could check tour out.
Sold. That'd be cool.
Yeah, y'all, if y'all have interesting knives that Tim would like, he trades.
I do. I do trade. I also have been known to do an FFL official firearm swaps for blades too. Just so you know.
Can I see the Striker RQ? What's RQ?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Oh man. I didn't know what
Am
that
I the
was.
only one that has to look up this stuff? Like, all these little.
I mean, look, we're not like on the internet all the time. Striker.
Crispy, I've got a tour. Not happy with them at all.
That's the thing. I don't dog out other companies' stuff. I'm just curious about what they're doing design-wise. So, in case you guys don't know, the Raider, Striker, Warthog, Taylor's Ridge. Oh yeah, I got to show Taylor's Ridge.
Ergonomics on tour aren't nearly the same. I have a couple and they don't even fit my hand.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because some people say you guys copied this. And I'm like, look, dude, I've never even held their stuff. I've never seen it. And then when somebody says that, I go look them up. I'm like, ooh, they do look kind of similar. Raider. This is an old version of a Raider, but it's a Raider.
The T-Cal Carnivorous Tiny Fish line, a group of 5.5 or 6 inch piranha handle knives with a few different blade shapes. Use some basic template and maybe a Night Stalker Raider inspired EDC blade from Javon.
A 5.5 inch blade on the piranha?
No, piranha handle.
Yeah, like a 5.5 inch blade, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't have my Taylor's Ridge here, so I can't do a comparison of the Raider and the Taylor's. But you can imagine that it's the same basic premise where you've got the swedge, it's just deeper bellied. So it's just a fatter blade, a little bit higher grind for slicey-er. You know, the Raider is like indestructible.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. What were we saying, ma'am? So you have 5-inch blades on the piranha. Balance points will be hard to get on that, but I'm certainly willing to explore it.
Can you put an agent grip on the CQC Night Stalker?
You mean, wouldn't it just be easier to make an agent with a stalker blade? Right?
Is that going to have a CQC? Is that going to have it sharpened on the back edge?
We'll have to see if we can.
No, just a piranha size line of tiny EDC knives. You know my weakness. Yeah, Javon loves those small.
Yeah, so I have pictures. I'll show you what I got, Javon. Let me. Where's my sketchbook? Oh, there it is. Now you know. I'm going to show my sketches, and all of a sudden they're going to be released by somebody else. Just kidding. I literally am kidding when I say things like
Y'all
that.
enter this giveaway. This is for a really great knife. CG Blim. Hashtag CG Blim. About to do the drawing.
Whoa, lots of pictures.
I enjoy smaller knives as well from Matthew McCann. Yeah, I like them a lot too. They always draw my eye.
All right, here you go, Javon. How'd that strike you? How'd that make you feel?
Oh, let me move this. Oh, those are the piranhas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm trying to get it where you can see it. I'm having to hold it weird because it's like washing out with this bright freaking light.
You can see it like that.
Okay. So I'm not super happy with the trailing point. It looks kind of like the old crane cams. Woodpecker, Woody Woodpecker. I do like the look of the Warney.
That first one looks really good.
Yeah, Tonto. So they're designed. I could do a mini stalker, but we already have a drop point.
He said right on with fire.
I like them, man. Here's what I need. I need tons of money to build yet another big giant shop, and I'll release the 13 blades that I already have designed all at one time. Saturate the market and drive myself out of business. That's what I'm going to do.
Cantu, you want a CG?
Outstanding.
Send us a message and we will get you squared away.
Congratulations.
We're still going to do a TS-87 too, I think.
Yeah. Did we piss everybody off today?
No, we got almost 300 folks on right now.
Oh, you guys just want free stuff. Well, you're trying to imagine me like a furry walrus. Who wants to see the agent again? Since we got a lot more people.
Yeah, show it again for people just joining.
I just want y'all to understand that this is a collaboration between me and the Knife Junkie, Bob DeMarco, his blade idea, my tweaks, my handle. So look, wicked, double-edged, nasty. So you've got jimping along the back. You got jimping on the hilt, or the, why don't they quit focus on my face, you stupid camera. So you got jimping here, but it's softer than what's on the rear. So that will allow you to have that thumb grip. This is rounded on the little glass breaker. We can't say temple spike, that's not allowed. And you've got this thumb jimping for draw and for control. Really aggressive jimping along the spine. There it is. And that double edge, so you've got a sharpening choil on both. It's 165 thick. So that's a diamond shaped blade. We needed that 160. I also left the flat on here. If you guys didn't see this earlier, that flat goes all the way up to right there. Can you see that? It's focusing on my face. Stop.
Javon said Bob is definitely one of the great humans. Yeah.
Bob is an incredible person. So he's one of the people we're talking about in the industry that's awesome. You see his little knife junkie symbol on this side, sort of. But that flat goes all the way up to there to really give that blade rigidity. But this thing
what the price is going to be on that?
I don't know, because we've had to do a whole lot to get this thing manufacturable. Yes.
Under 3, you think?
Ooh, we're pushing it.
325.
I think it'll
75.
I'm going to try to bring it in line with the rest of our combat grade stuff, which would be the Hawk and the CG. And it'll probably punch in around 275. And we're getting these trolls, whether or not they're bots or real humans, that are saying stuff on our videos like, your stuff's too expensive. Guys, look, we have been begged by all the retailers to go into retail. We don't have the margins to go into retail. And it's not to say that retail like Knife Center and these other people are marking their stuff up too much. It is, they have employees. They got to pay for their marketing. It would be a tremendous thing for us from a business standpoint for their SEO to blast out all the work that they do in pictures and painting, and they do a lot of the heavy lifting, shipping, all that crap.
But isn't it typical 40% that they want off?
They want 30.
30.
They wanted 30, I think. Yeah. If I give a retailer 30% off my blades, I'm literally losing money. Literally. That's no BS. We have very thin margins because we're paying Americans with American material to make our stuff. So my employees make a living wage because they're good and I want to keep them. But, you know, I don't think we're just not charging a crazy amount above what it actually cost us to make a blade. We're just not. So the sheath, when you guys say, man, your sheaths are revolutionary, they're so good, that does cost money. This detail, unless I just don't know how to manufacture stuff and I haven't figured out how to do it cheaply or source my materials
Bye,
cheaper.
Vicky. Nice to have you this week.
We just don't have the room. I mean, that's just, this thing feels so good. I love this thing. It moves around that center axis. It's just really good for opening boxes. I'm sorry, I keep staring at it. But this is an ABL.
State says if you look at other blades that are remotely similar to yours, they're upwards of 600. Your price very.
I think, and we get that from these guys that have been collecting and buying all these other companies' stuff for years. They say, man, you're undercharging for your blades. So our fit and finish and what we try to do detail wise, I guess, I mean, you got to think all the stuff that's completely different in the way we're doing stuff. Nickel boron, the lashing screws are made from firing pin steel. They're hollow all the way through and they use a Allen so you can put freaking lanyards through there, and the sheaths are completely different than everybody else's out there. That stuff, because we're the only people doing it that way, or at least the first, I don't know that we will continue to be the only people doing it that way. There's no competition in that portion of that industry to be able to drive the price down. So
OD Green or Coyote shirts in the future from Brandon Maples.
Oh, I ordered the OD Green shirts with Coyote lettering yesterday. And they're
Updates on
100%
night guards from January.
What?
Night guards.
Oh, nickel boron.
Kitchen knives.
They're done, designed. I just got to find a spindle to put them under. That's it. So I don't know. Should we take a vote on what's next? Do we continue the rest of the
Thank you,
agent
Anthony.
series?
He says cost. Where's it at? I lost it. Cost versus quality is far above knives I've owned, and I have a lot of blades.
That's the thing. I don't know how much of these people that post these things are competitors or jealous people or just people that.
Bye, Scott. Have a
See you,
good
Scott.
time.
Have a
He's
good day.
going to shoot.
Oh, yeah. I probably
Somebody
should.
did ask if you checked. Have you been to the range? I think.
Last week after the live, I shot CW's new 1911. You can see it on the wall. It's purple. It's a Ruger, the new 1911 9mm that's got the aluminum frame and the aluminum slide. That thing has the best trigger I've felt in that price point ever. And I was sending her messages from the range, you know, because it's outside, right out the door. And I'm like, you need to come shoot this thing. She loved it. So she is loving 1911s. It's her first 1911. I was finally able to replace 1911s that I had years and years ago.
William Gardner, I think, Blade Show. It's going to be when the agents are released.
Yes, yeah, that's the plan. I hope so.
Metal Tracker. We have merch.
Yeah, we
maybe
sell a
it's
lot.
hard to find on the website. It's in a drop-down menu.
T-shirts, it's there. The new website will be super easy. We have the T-shirts, the hats, we got patches, we got challenge coins, sweatshirts. What else do we have?
Andre says I shot the Panzer M4. Interesting clone.
Okay, is it as good as the original? I want to know because I've heard that it is, and I would like to. I'm not in the market monetarily for the original because it's crazy expensive, but I've heard the Panzer is as good as the original, like interchangeable parts. BTW. But I'll tell you this.
Screwdriver, hashtag screwdriver for the TS-87. You want to show it again for people just...
C-Dub tore it up with that 1911, man. I was like, that's your pistol.
Yeah, it was really easy and accurate.
Yeah, and it gets a metal frame, so
he said almost. I'd like it for that price. I missed the rest.
Okay, so not quite. It's a TS-87, so you've got the bit holder, ring for retention, a little bit of glass.
It's all interchangeable.
So that's it. TSA's it. You can, I mean, it's a 1/4 inch thick. AEBL, mid-50s Rockwell, nickel boron coated.
The backpacks we've only put on Patreon. Are you a patron?
Yeah, I mean, we do the
just let us
backpacks as
know.
a favor, and we're selling them just above my cost, which is half what you see them listed for. Somebody did ask if they're YKK zippers. They are. The stupid YKK placard fell out of one. I was shipping it this week. So 1,000 denier Cordura, lifetime warranty on those.
Diablo wants to know if you do a sailor's knife, and he said he's chilling with his wiener dogs watching us.
Look, man, I freaking love dachshunds. I do. If I were to have a dog here, it would be a dachshund. I love them. I like their personalities. And they look awesome.
The bags are not only for upper level, they've just been kind of like if you want one.
Yeah, just reach out. We'll order them.
We did a post at one point and had them available.
No, they're for
purchase,
everybody. Yeah.
But do we still have that? Didn't we do it where people could go buy it, or did we have to send invoices?
No, we opened it up where they could just
it's
order.
on the site. We just need a post again.
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe the inventory's
Did
low.
you get to shoot your space cowboy gun yet?
Hell yes. So I don't know if he's on here.
Yeah, he is.
So you motivated me to build mine finally, and it's a 357.
No. Oh, I thought you were pulling it out of your pocket.
No, you can't fit that. It's a lever action 357.
Okay.
I cannot fit.
Stickers in the shape of your knives would be a good thing to take to Blade Show. Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. Like, we have people that are professionals in this industry that are patrons. Send me the ideas.
TS-87 ring you could put a wrench in to get better torque from Ray Johnson.
Yes.
Okay, so Hunter posted it. So I know that we have a couple of different more models than that.
Mm-hmm. I love the T-Rex. If you guys want to go to
The
Rapid
price
Dominance's
is different if you're a
website,
patron. So, what's your opinion on the CZ Shadow 2 Compact from Mr. Matt?
you shot one? I don't have one on the wall, but the CZ's Island.
Updated patches and stickers too.
Yeah, so somebody that is part of our network, design these for us, please. Because this is my logo, and I stuck it on a shirt. This is how good I am at that. I'm just not good at it. So we would like more detailed, better.
Can people send you guys their designs from Pedro Armstrong?
They do it all the time.
Of knives?
All the time. People do it all the time. T-shirts, knives, all of it. People send them all the time.
Yes, mistold. Get to it.
Yeah, bruh. Problem is, he tries to communicate with me, like sends me 600 designs of new challenge coins, and I'm like, yeah, just make a good one. Or I'll start to respond, and then I think I did, and it never happened. I was saying stuff about some firearm. So, the CZ. I'm a 1911, 2011 type of dude. I love single action only, single doubles. I like hammer fired stuff. They're my favorite. I like metal frames, and that freaking Shadow is
Nitro V
nasty.
Pros and cons. Ordered a Piranha in that steel, and I'm just wondering from Paul Morogi.
I don't really see any cons other than maybe slightly harder to sharpen. It's a stainless, so you're going to get the durability corrosion wise. Nitro V and AEBL, the same steel, just named differently, same composition. So we're just going to start doing everything in AEBL and 80 CRV. I am going to do some 3V later on.
Can you make me a wedding ring with all your heat treatment? LOL. Rex.
I can. I just don't have time. I wear a titanium one that we got on.
All right, Hunter wants to win the TS-87. Y'all send him some good vibes.
Yeah, if we were still doing trivia, he'd win it anyway. You guys would be SOL.
We're at 2 hours, so
You circus animals!
here's the word again, y'all. We're about to do this.
Last minute questions too before we jump off.
Black screws are not on the menu. But
Just
you
put
can
it in the
tell
notes.
us, just order them and then write in the notes black.
New website is super freaking close to being done.
Huff Power gave us $2 for the haters. Prices got to go up. Thank you.
They do. As a matter of fact, we didn't really get into that, but cost of materials has gone up tremendously this year. We're going to have to do an increase, but we're only going to incrementally increase the cost of materials that's gone up. So that'll probably look like around 10%, I think, on some stuff.
When are you befriending Staccato, LOL, for God's sake?
Right? I would love to. But then I was going to try to reach out to them, and they went with a competitor to make their folder, and I'm like, do you know that you need fixed blades?
Who did they make a folder with?
Dwyer.
Oh.
Allegedly.
Okay.
I haven't seen it come out. But I mean, I don't have time to have my finger on the pulse of the knife industry. I'm too busy making blades. I mean, the last 2 days, I've been slaving away, digging ditches and running water lines.
Bye, Joey.
And all that crap. See you guys. Have a great day. Any more questions? Oh man, I need a Staccato. I need a C2. Like,
why don't you make their fixed blades from Jeremy R?
I would, and I would send them one, and they'd be like, "Oh wow, your quality is as good as ours. We want to mirror you." But getting those inroads, that's so difficult. Like, it's like who you know. I've seen some of these collaborations that some of these companies do with other people, and I'm like, they had to know somebody, because that blade does not fit your brand. Not that it's a bad blade, but it just doesn't make sense for you.
51965 Abel, you won the screwdriver.
Hey, it's made out of Able steel. Just kidding. That EBL.
Congratulations. Send us a message.
You'll love it. You'll
Keep
find yourself
taking
using
care
that
of.
for way more than you suspected.
Justin Lebo, how do I order a backpack? Send us a message.
Yeah, send us a message.
Do your tattoos have special meaning from Casey Curtis?
I would like to say yes, but no. I mean, this is just an Irish Celtic triple knot. This is just a big giant freaking tree that makes no sense at all. It's a dead tree. I got a Marine Corps tattoo up here on there. I got some mangled ones on my legs, and You know, just random stuff.
I think we're about out of time, honey.
We are about out of time. I just thought this was cool.
Oh, Adam McAfee asked about the V3s. Not rushing, just curious. He ordered on January 1st.
So they're done with nickel boron. We should be getting those sent back to us. Hell, any day now. I hope to get those back and we can start sharpening them. Man, y'all understand. I really upped the production level and we are shipping a bunch of freaking stuff, especially when we start rolling all this stuff coming back from nickel boron. You won't see me until Christmas.
Real quick difference between the Taylor's Ridge and the Raider. Deeper belly, right?
Yeah, deeper belly. That's it. So same basic blade shape. So here's a Raider. It's thicker. So it's going to be thicker that way. So it's got this long swedge on the top as well. It is a little higher grind, so it's slicier, but it's just going to give you more edge along here. So if you're like cleaning game or slicing stuff.
When are you going to release Ops Hawks?
That'll be fall. That'll be the fall release. I guess that's going to be October, and I'm hoping by that time we'll be able to do the new designs on that too. We'll have to see what Jeremy's thinking about expanding, and we need him to, and that will be the home of those.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Have a great Sunday.
Thanks for hanging with us.
Have a great week. Keep your head down. Iran has lost their freaking mind. Pay attention. Pay attention. Fill up your gas tank.
Oh, we need to go do that.
We do. Bye.
Bye.